So we're expecting Kenya to win those 2 games. I think now it's very difficult for us to be able to participate in the Afcon, because I think even after winning against this team will be 7 points, and the next Zimbabwe I think is in 8 points. So it's very difficult for us to be able to compete in that, and you're expecting them to win all these games. I think we have that potential as Kenya because we have very good players.
Man, you cannot. Have you seen what Matasia does? If Matasia decides to do what Matasia does, man, I don't see.
I think is this question that we were seeing with Onana,
Okay.
And we really want those people to be very serious when they are playing in the international level. They don't need to show; they just need to play games, But there is this. We have very good players, especially international players. Like we can see the likes of Ouma, Olunga. They are playing very well in their team, and even.
Hello, guys. Welcome again to another week of the Triple Cup Show. A very nice weekend in a way or in not in a way. With also, when international break comes, man, it's a sad day for us, the EPL fans, the EPL fantasy managers. And as always, man, sometimes some here, we do have some guys. Last week, if you never watched, if you watched, some guy decided he will never show up because his team was done that thing. And after they did a good job while they play against Chelsea, he tried to show up. Man like Josh, what's up, G?
What's up, my guy? But your statement is very wrong. Yeah, it's very wrong.
You never showed up because you were beaten.
Okay, that if you believe that is okay.
Okay, no, it's not me. Luis said the reason why you never came it's because you were beaten. So I'll go with Luis' word. So I think that's the reason why.
Okay.
So how have you been?
I've been okay. I've been good. Yeah, but football-wise, it has been very challenging.
Okay.
We have seen we have drop on form, and we can blame on many things, but we don't play as smooth as we played last season when we were playing a fluid game. But so far, so good. I think we are most of our injury player. I think they're coming back.
Okay.
And we are. I think we'll get back to form.
Okay.
Yeah.
So team like Arsenal, man, you guys, I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I think October has not been a month for you guys, and also the beginning of November. You have dropped like how many points now? Many, except the international, except the UEFA game. The rest of the games, you guys are dropping points.
I think so far we have gone 4 games without a win.
Okay.
And we have 1 loss and 3 draws. I think it's not a good sign as according to the position that we want, because we are expecting us to win the league. And we say this is the season whereby there is no any progress apart from winning trophies in this season. So first of all, we have seen a deepen in our form. We see ourselves maybe number 3 or number 4 in the ranking at the table. The team like Liverpool, which maybe is 8 points, and it's not good to see that we have that gap of 8 points having same games. So we can blame you on so many things, but I know that we'll catch up with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how to start, because if you talk to me this season, man, the big teams they're the one receiving the canes. Talk to a team like Manchester United. It has been bad for us. Like I don't know for how long, except that just some few games where we have Roy, man like Vanessa Roy. He has just made the changes, but during the night time it was not our thing. Arsenal, I think this was the season that also you said. This was the perfect season for you guys to win it.
Yeah.
But still, Arsenal, you're not doing great. Come to a team like Man City, in a way, it reach a place like me and some of my friends, we think that there's a conspiracy theory behind all these things. Because, like, if I ask you, how do you explain how Man City is playing right now? Because if you ask me, okay, let's say somebody like Rod is not there. It's confirmed for the whole of the season. KDB was not there, but you cannot tell me how the form is deep for that team. Can it be related to only because they don't have the 2 or 3 guys on their team, or maybe there's a force behind it that we don't know, or other guys are saying, they have the 115 charges on which is ongoing. They haven't been fined yet, but guys are saying maybe they have already know the outcome, which will be maybe deducted points. So why should we play so much good and we know at the end of the day, some points will be deducted for us and not take the game. So it's just a conspiracy theory. We are not yet sure, or maybe it's because of the injuries. I don't know.
According to how they are playing very good, and they're attacking very well. They're taking the shots and having like shots on goal. The problem comes whereby they are not creating that much chances they used to create. The chances are there, but they have their target man who we know most of the season, like 2 seasons in a row, he has been top scorer. And the person who was feeding those balls, it was basically Sam, De Bruyne, and Lodri. They are very good. They know where this guy is. They know when to give him the ball, when to attack. And also the type of football has changed because of the absence of two players. So you may say that two players cannot impact the game negatively in their absence, but you can see happening in Manchester City and also happening in Arsenal when the likes of Odegaard was not there.
I don't know. It's that's why for me I was saying I think there's just some forces behind which you have not yet known till now, because how their form is dipping for me it's unexplainable. I don't find a way to explain it.
Last season, Lodri misses 3 games. They lost those 3 games, true?
Okay.
And before I think recently, before what you call this game, it was Manchester against Man City during FA game.
Okay.
I think for 75 games, that is when Rodri lost a game. So the stat can show you what is happening to Man City. It means that Rodri is a very crucial player in Man City game. Going 75 games without losing is not just normal stat. It's incredible stat, and it can show you how important that player is in that team. So far, we saw that maybe they went 2-3 games without losing when Rodri was not there. But later on, we have seen them maybe losing 4 games in a row. It has never happened since, I think...
Yeah, this is the first time they've lost like 4 in a row.
Since 2015.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's quite been a while.
They have never lost 4 games in a row. So if you see that kind of a start, you know that there is something which is missing in that game, and most of it you can say that Man City were conceding goals. It's not that they were not conceding goals. Even last season,
yeah, they do.
They were conceding goals, but what they were doing is they were scoring more goals than the opponent. But this time round, you see they have conceded maybe 2 goals, and they went on losing the game. And this one shows you that they are not even creating more chances the way they used to create last season. So apart from them defending and creating those more chances, the type of player maybe they're having on their wing, the likes of Savinho, they are playing different game that we used to see. Somebody like Mahrez, somebody like Grealish playing in those kind of wing, or Foden when they are coming to those wing. So you see the ego that somebody like Pep had when he's saying that if somebody wants to go, you can release them. There is no point for you to maybe
hold back the player.
Yeah. You can see what's happening when they release somebody like Cole Palmer, when they release something like Julian Alvarez. This is the reason of the why the things that is happening to them.
Okay, when you check the top, let's say the top 5. Up top, it's team like Liverpool, followed by Man City, followed by I think Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
After that, Chelsea, and then after that, number 5 for you guys. So if you check that list, you can. Do you think team like Nottingham Forest can hold that number till the end of the season, or is just this one, the cameo kind of a thing?
Nottingham Forest has come a very long way, and we know the potential of Espirito Sanchez. We saw him when he was in Wolves. It never worked for him in Spurs. No, any manager work. Spurs doesn't work. Every manager who comes to Spurs, I think, doesn't. The game disappeared. You see the likes of Conte. Last season, we see that Postecoglou will be maybe the fine manager that we want to see, but what happened at the end of the season, we never expected it. No, not even at the end of the season. After 9 games, I think.
Okay.
Because they were leading in the first 9 games.
10 of them. After 10 games, it started going south for Spurs.
Yeah. So we cannot even consider Spurs. But Espirito Sanchez, when he was in Wolves, that time Wolves was a team. I think even that time they beat Man City. You remember when?
Yeah, he used to be like the black dogs when they come to the big with the big teams here.
Yeah. So right now we see when he went to Saudi Arabia and come back again in Nottingham Forest, he's playing a very good football. And even we thought maybe the absence of a guy like Morgan Gibbs-White will impact them negatively. But we see they are still flourishing even if, whether Gibbs-White is not there. So I think he has a very good squad, young talent, and they are willing to tackle any team that they are maybe meeting in the way.
Okay, I was asking other guys like man like Mike when he was here. I asked him, do you think team like Chelsea will be on the top four? He said, according to him, for them they are happy where they are now. They don't have any pressures, but for them it's just to try and hold on as much as possible as they can. They don't want to give themselves like a pressure. We need to be, but they hope. Well, because according to Mike's side, it was we hope we're gonna finish on the top four for this season, so that we can play the Champions League. Which I think for them, if you have that kind of expectation as a player, as a manager, no, as a fan, I think it's a good way to start a season because you don't put your hopes so high, and then things go south. You started now like okay, we tried, but no, but I know deep down in his heart, or he's like okay, we need to be in the top four. Same thing with a team like Manchester United. Now we are in number 14, number 13. But deep down, I know, man, we are not supposed to be in that number. But do you think now a team like Arsenal, you being number 5, in a way, is it because of the injuries or like, okay, some teams, this is not like last season. Some teams have come to the waste that, because you cannot tell me, like last season, the games which you lost, it was like the end time of the season, not the beginning of the season. Most of the games you lost, like the most crucial game, the one you lost, it was at the end of the season. But this time now around, if you are starting to lose the games in the early kind of a game, do you think that gives a leeway where I think Liverpool, if they go on with the form they are, I think they're in locked to get the cup.
In the beginning of the season, we were not even that much good. I think now we have a difference of maybe 2 points compared to last season where we were.
Okay.
The points that we had last season, and now I think we are the difference of 2 points. The issue now is we are drawing a lot of games, which is not that much good. And the problem that you're facing right now is the injuries. People will say, oh, you cannot make excuses about the injuries. No, listen. When we started the season, we made maybe 3 clean sheets in a row. Then we started with Declan Rice red card. That game we drew.
Okay.
We came again with Brighton, Trossard.
Another card.
That game we drew. Then the other one, it was Saliba, red card. That game we drew. The other game was injury against Liverpool. We removed somebody like, what is the name of this guy? Gabriel Magalhaes and Julian Timber. That game also we did what? We drew. Bournemouth game, we lost that game, fair and square. We cannot complain about anything.
Okay.
But you cannot win all the games.
Okay.
Bournemouth so far has won against Man City, has won against us, and I think they drew. No, Chelsea just won. It was a narrow escape against Chelsea, you know.
Yeah.
So that is a team that they are very willing to win most of the games, and they tackle maybe especially the big teams in different ways compared to the mid-table teams. That's why we saw, I think they lost last time.
Yeah, against Brentford 3-2.
You can imagine.
Yeah.
But it was not an easy game. It was a very entertaining game.
Yeah, because for me, if I watched that game, I was like, I think Brentford, Bono was going to take it, but winding it out to 3-2, it was a very good comeback from Brentford at the end of the day.
Irrespective of what people saying that injury cannot cost you, remember those games we have not played with our playmaker. We have been rotating our team like nobody's business because at our backline, the reason why last season we were having more clean sheet because our backline was stacked. This time, Ben White, 2 games he missed. Gabriel Magalhaes, he missed 1 game. Saliba, he missed 1 game. Carafiori or Julian Timber, they missed maybe 3 games.
Okay.
So there is no consistency in the
defense line.
In the defense line.
Okay.
And that one will make you to concede most of the goals.
Okay.
The only person who has been stable there is only one person, David Raya.
Okay.
He has not missed a game. So when you come to the midfield, the only consistent person is who?
Partey.
Thomas Partey,
Which
who
is
we
so
never
ironic.
expected. You know,
Yeah.
It's ironical to see Thomas Partey is the only person who has been in form, and he has not lost a form. By the way, in each and every game he has played, he has been having 7 rating to 8.5.
Okay.
So it means he has been our most consistent player. When you come to the attacking threat, who has been Martinelli was missing because of a slight injury. Bukayo Saka missed 2 games because of slight injury. Trossard has been consistent, but his form has not been that much good because he has not used because he was playing in different position.
Yeah.
He was not playing the position that he was be. Martin Odegaard has maybe missed 4 games or 5 games. When you come to another guy, Kai Havertz has been there, but he was playing in different position.
Yeah.
So when you check at that rotation of the team, it has been chaotic. That one will make a player or a team to lose games or not to play as fluid as it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Injuries cost the team. And if you have a consistent play, that it will help the team to grow. And that's what we can say. That's why I'm not panicking, because I know
When the team is formed,
when the team comes together and every player takes their own position,
you'll be good to go.
will be good to go.
Okay, now on the other side, when I check the online, the PGLMO, they have a thing with one of the referees. Okay, let's start from here. Leave alone the issue which was with one of the referee made the comment about Jurgen Klopp.
Uh-huh.
But if you ask me this I think because we're in the international break, I think it's the right place now for the refereeing team just to sit down and just how they are saying they don't interfere with VR and how they say VR the referee on the pitch should go on. I think there's some way like okay, they've said some silly mistakes they should not be given, some other mistake they'll be given, but there's no consistency. According to me, I'm like, okay, now we're on the international break. I think you guys should leave alone the guy. You have a case with one person already, David Cooper, one of the referees. I think it's not a time to, because if you suspend him, that's a solved thing maybe on the side. But if you check like the first 11 games of the season, I think this is the worst you have seen from the refereeing teams. Because if you check it about game management, one game I see like the one Trossard get a yellow card, the second yellow card, it's because of kicking the ball. But on the same game, another person did the same thing and never get the card. Come to another game, it's like another like also we check the other game where they are around
Saliba and Chelsea.
We had another game also like 14 goals, 14 cards, 15 cards. If you ask me, that is not management of the game. It's totally, it shows you are not control of the game. So I don't think you guys coming up and saying, oh, we have this, we'll take on. I think we have so many big issues with the refereeing game for them to consider than tackling only one referee. Because I know if he suspended, it's out. But still, it's not addressing the issues where as fans we are having with the refereeing game. I think it's a high place where I think that he just need to sit down on the refereeing and they agree on something. If this we're gonna take it for all the games, I think it should be same to every. Because in a way, because you guys will be like you as players will be angry. I'm like, he did the same thing. Why he never get the card? And also sometimes if a card is given and it's not supposed to be given, or some are given, and then sometimes the VR when it's needed the most, that's when it never appear. But when it's not needed, that's when you see the VR comes in and interfere the game. So I'm like, we have so many issues to tackle regarding the refereeing and the game itself than what they are now trying to put on the light.
The referee team are not putting this David Good thing on the light. It's only that the media, because the media, they are the one who received this message first.
Okay.
About the refereeing things and consistency, this comes to the topic of subjectivity. When you say that a referee need to use his own brain whether to give a card or not, that's where subjectivity kicks in. What you will consider as a yellow card, another referee will not consider it as a yellow card. So when you say that they have to follow the rule, that is something else. That's why you saw 14 cards coming out. Because of what? They are following the rule.
Okay.
The reason why and this come to the problem with the fans. They're saying that referee should not issue like 14 yellow cards or 15 yellow cards in a single game. The reason why is that because if this referee decide to follow each and every rule, he will issue a lot of yellow cards. Because every mistake he will be issuing a warning.
Yeah.
This one brings a topic of subjectivity. And subjectivity is about a referee deciding whether I should give this a yellow card is a mistake. But is this mistake strong enough for me to give a yellow card?
Okay.
This is the issue with the referee. He will decide by himself.
Okay.
But according to the rule in the book, it says that if a person kicks the ball, he's supposed to get a yellow card. But if you bring a topic of subjectivity, it will depend with the referee if I give a yellow card or not.
Okay.
If he will be following the books to the core, it means in one game so many mistakes happen. Somebody pulls a shot, somebody just do a simple thing. But the book say if somebody does that, supposed to get a yellow card. That's why consistency in the football does not come, because this referee he will decide that I will give a yellow card because he has done a mistake, and it is true, he has done a mistake. But another referee or the same game, he will decide not to give a yellow card, or the next referee in another game, he will decide not to give a yellow card in the same problem that we saw in another team. Let's say Arsenal, like we got a yellow card because somebody kicked the ball,
Okay.
and another team, they did that, but they did not get a yellow card, especially a second yellow card. What I could have seen, or what I could have said, Vieira doesn't intervene with the second yellow card, but that second yellow card leads to a red card. That's what I will want a VAR to intervene, because somebody may get a first yellow card because of a silly mistake, and the second yellow card he will get because a very very minor mistake. That's what I will want a VAR to be interfering with, the second yellow card, for a person to get a red card, because a red card, whether it's two yellows to make a red or just a red, it will impact the full game.
Yeah.
So that second yellow card, I would want VAR to be interfering, to be interfering to see, does it warrant a yellow card, or is just a minor whereby a referee can say no, this is just a normal mistake. There is no need for him to issue a yellow card on this kind of
Games.
mistake,
Okay.
because it's a second. But if it was a first yellow card, they can say it's a yellow card, we don't need to interfere. But the second yellow card,
I think it's the VR should come in and do the thing.
yes, because it impacts the game.
Okay.
It's a big one, you know.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Okay. I don't know. It's just my view. I'm like, if you guys want to do, if that's the way you want to go stick with it till the end. Not like to be picky in this game or another game.
Yeah, that is the point I'm saying. So if somebody issue 14 yellow card, you should not complain that he's not managing the game.
Nice. When I check the other side of the news, where we see a team like Spurs, Manchester United, Arsenal, and Liverpool, now they've said they need to be compensated if Man City are being got with the 115 charges. Do you think that's the right thing to go or no?
The position matters a lot to the money that they will get at the end of the season. So in case they deduct the points of Man City, it means another team will take the position of Man City as number one. And if I was number one, it means another person will be number two if Man City will not be number two.
Okay.
So it depends with the position that the points that Man City will be deducted from that from a specific season. So you can maybe it's maybe two or three, 4 seasons. Okay, it means that every position, most of the team like Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, Manchester United, it's a lot of money that they will be losing in case their position was one position less. So they have to ask for that compensation. I think in the business perspective, yeah, they might, because it's a loss for them to be in a different position because somebody else cooked the book or do the because they get maybe punished because of those kind of things. We follow the rule, you don't follow the rule, you get in front of us, you get more profit than us, so we got lost because of the position that you are, so we have to get compensated. I think they have a right to ask for it.
Okay, so let's wait and see how it will turn up.
Yeah.
I think it's we'll see, because at the end of the day we'll see. But I think, okay, according to what you have given, the perspective you have given, I think it's the right way to tackle it. Because if I lost some amount of money because of you cooking the books, I think I should have it's a right way to go to it also. Yeah. As we went off, man, I think when you check now, Manchester United, I was happy a bit because I saw Luis Van Nistelrooy, what he did with the Manchester United team. But now Morin, when he comes, I expected him maybe as a fan, because after I see what he was with the lads, I think it was a good place if he could have put him on the team. But when he comes, because also it's known, if I come as a manager, I should have come with my team. I definitely will come with my staff. So it was the thin line where, according to how we saw and how he tried to do for the team, if you ask me, I think it was a good place if we could find a space maybe for Van Nistelrooy to be part of the team. But according to Amorim, I think he's already stuck with his stuff and then he'll move forward. So if you are a manager, leave alone being a fan, if you are a manager, do you think it's wise, maybe if you find something is going on well a bit because of the with the manager, and he was an assistant, he was not like in the main chambers, do you think it was a wise idea to keep him? Or also, if he has his own stuff, maybe he's used to, like sometimes me and you, we have like how we talk, how we do it, there's a collabo. Do you think it's a wise idea to go with that collabo? Or maybe because this guy was good, maybe I could have started keeping and maybe be part of the team?
I really don't think so because even Ruud van Nistelrooy, I think he has maybe stayed there for 2-3 months.
Okay.
It's not that long, so it doesn't impact anything. Like it's only that he has managed 4 games. He has won all these 4 games, and as assistant, maybe he has been maybe there maybe for 2 months or 3 months. I'm not very much sure.
Yeah, he just came in the summer.
Yeah, so there is no that much big thing that he will improve in the team when he's there under Almorin. So the best thing to do, I think Almorin is supposed to come with his own guns that he trusts, the people that have maybe brought success when he was there in the Sporting. So for him, considering that to have those guys behind him that he knows that they will impact his game, because he has a different type that he wants to play, and this his own idea. He will not come and sell it to Ruud van Nistelrooy because Ruud van Nistelrooy, yes, he's an assistant, but he has his own idea also. So those people who have bought the idea of him, they are the people that he has been working with them in the Sporting. I think it will be very easy for him not just to go and start explaining new ideas and ideologies to another person, rather than to come with those people that already they understood the ideas that you have, and there is no point for you to sell it because they already have. You'll just implement this one to players.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a wise idea for him to keep Van Nistelrooy, but I think also for Van Nistelrooy himself, I think he don't want to be an assistant in anybody's like Manchester. He could have accepted, but he knows the situation have changed.
Okay.
It's the same as a country. You cannot be a vice president for another person who was there before,
Okay.
So I think for him is okay. He decided maybe to leave, and also they talk with maybe Manchester United and Almorin. I think is a good idea for him to have his own people that he trusts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. But for me, I think okay. As a fan, I think it was he saw that he sold us a bit of nice. That's he gave like you're being while you're a kid you're being given just something sweet for a while. I think it was a sweet idea maybe to.
There is no sweet idea there. It's only we usually say is a new manager effect. It always happens to most of the teams.
No man.
They, most of the players in that dressing room, they were already tired with Ten Hag. So what they could have, the best thing they could have done is when Ten Hag leaves, they will play their hearts out. You can see the likes of Casemiro.
Yeah.
He was not playing like that, but Casemiro recent games,
I'm like
he was having those kind of tackles that you usually saw him doing in
Madrid.
Real Madrid,
Yeah.
which he was not doing it. He was like tired when he comes to Manchester United. But there is this new spirit that comes, and it's not the coach who's bringing this.
Also,
new
Bruno himself, man,
Yeah.
he
So I think
showed us another
new
side.
new managers effect that comes with it, and we'll see. Maybe Almorin, after some few games, Manchester back to the factory default.
I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah, the only person who has not changed is Rashford.
I'm not talking about him, man. But I think maybe if Amorin wants to stay, he needs to sell some guys out. He just need to do it with some guys. So while I was having one conversation with one of the fan, he was like, if you have any Man City fan, it's better call them and ask them where are they guys living from, because now I have like two Man City fans. I text them out, yo, are you still supporting Man City? And all of them, they're on a break. I'm like, is it because of the results? Or he was like, nah, it's just a break. I was like, okay. So one of the friend of the party was like, can you just also discuss and ask the guys what happened with Man City fans? Because all of them, previously, most of the Man City fans were Arsenal fans. When Arsenal started like not getting points, others moved to other teams, Man City being one of them. And then now Man City is being beaten. Guys are running away from their team. I'm like, what the hell you guys are doing?
Honestly speaking, I just saw a meme about it, but I've not seen any player or any fan saying that he's gonna leave Man City because they're not performing very well.
I have a couple. I don't know if one will pick the call, but we'll try to see.
Yeah. Most of the fans who are maybe football fans, most of them are plastic fans. They just go because of the vibe, because the team has names. But those people who really maybe fancy football and they know the reason why they are following a certain type of team, it's very difficult for you to shift in that team. You can stop maybe supporting because you keep it aside in a little bit in case they are not performing very well. But it's very difficult for you to shift from one team to another. I don't think on my side it's possible. I'd rather stop watching football completely because I cannot see myself supporting another team, especially in a different league. Like, let's say I can support Arsenal in maybe English Premier League, Maybe in Kenya Premier League, I can support a team like Sofapaka, but it will be difficult for me to stop supporting Sofapaka and start supporting another team like maybe Gor Mahia. But recently, maybe when I was supporting, I was supporting Nakuru All Star because I'm coming from Nakuru. But when they were removed from the league, then I started supporting a team because I used to support Sofapaka because it's a team which came from nowhere and started performing very well.
Okay.
When I come to La Liga, I usually support Barcelona, and there is no any other team I'll support in La Liga.
Okay.
So it depends with what you're supporting and the reason the reason why you're supporting that kind of a team. In case maybe the type of game they are playing, mostly for me is because the type of game or the beautiful game they are playing is different from most of the teams that I usually see.
Okay.
Because if you can see, most of the fans who are supporting Manchester United, they usually support Real Madrid.
Definitely.
And
Me being one of them, yeah.
Real Madrid plays similar game with Manchester United. Barcelona plays similar game with Arsenal. So it goes down to that kind of a thing because this is the type of game that you want to see in a team which are playing those kind of thing. That's why the debate between Arsenal, Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Barcelona is kind of same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. So I don't know. So I hope I'll have them. I hope I'll have one of the guys tell me the thing, but I don't know why. Most of them they went silent.
Apart from England, like you can say England, most of the Man City fans, they are just those people who are just want to support football. Then they are looking which team is winning. Then this is the team that I'll be supporting. They don't have a real ideology why they are following that kind of a team.
They just want to follow the winning team.
Yes, they just have to follow the winning. Which team is winning? Man City.
Okay.
I'll support Man City because I like bad people like Pep Guardiola. I'll support Man City because Haaland is there,
Okay.
So it's difficult to really, because Man City, they just come to limelight recently. Let's say from 2015.
Yeah, less than 10 years.
Yes, before then, nobody knew Man City.
Okay.
Man City was down there. I think if Pep Guardiola leave that club...
Still back to the unknown era?
No, they might be there because it started with Roberto Mancini.
Yeah.
I think he win maybe one before Pep Guardiola came.
Yeah.
From there, I think because when this sheikh, they come and started investing in that club and buying players, I think from there they started gaining most of their fans and stuff. Because Man City, I think before then it was 90% was supporting Manchester United and 10% was supporting Man City.
Okay.
So far so good. You can see now even Etihad is always full.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo saying 1,000 goals is the target, but he said if he doesn't reach to it when the football says it's enough is enough, he said I'll be good enough with it because I'll be still the top guy who has scored so many goals like that. According to me, I think because you are the one I don't want to say this, you are the only one who watches the game from Saudi Arabia, and your thing is always Cristiano Ronaldo only scores against penalty. So if we go with what you are saying, I don't think he will reach that point. But if he reaches, it will be a good point to him. But if he's I think you have already seen, maybe it's not that easy to reach that kind of goal. So it's like, okay, let me not put pressure on my side. I think it's a good way.
I think what Cristiano Ronaldo has achieved so far is incredible. Scoring a lot of goals, I think it's not easy for any player. We calculated last time for Haaland to reach those kind of goals, he has to score 50. In 20 season, he has to score 40 goals every season. So far, he has done that. Maybe the season that he has played in Premier League.
The two.
He has accumulated maybe 50 goals every season.
Yeah.
It's possible for him to do that. But the longevity of him staying fit in all this season is what you can say that it's not that easy.
So drawing that's where the cutting edge.
He can be able to score, maybe he can be able to score those 40 goals in every season that he stays. But how fit he will be, because now Cristiano is 39 years now, still playing and scoring goals. Although he's not in the same shape that he was when he's playing in the La Liga or in Premier League, but you can see that he's performing very well when it comes to goals. Not his overall field performance, but when it comes to goals, he's performing very well. Yes, you have seen most of his goals in Saudi. Most of them are penalties, yes. But I can say, even though it's penalty or not, Cristiano Ronaldo has done an incredible job having those kind of goals. and he has a target by himself. I think having those target is what make him to be who he is right now.
Okay.
Because you have to set a target for yourself. He has set a target to reach 1,000 goals. But you see, if I don't even reach 1,000 goals, I think I still be one of the best player in the world. I have most goals in this new era, and to reach 39 years and still in that shape,
Man,
I think it's
a kudos to
incredible.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, man. When it comes to the international games, so we have a couple of games to watch, man. I don't know. Because when I check the list is so long. Because maybe, I think we're going to just check the top list. Like some of the few games which I think we should be nice enough. So for me, when it comes first to the African kind of a game, I think team like Equatorial Guinea against Ghana. Equatorial Guinea is a good game because of the history now we have about Equatorial Guinea. So that's a little bit thing to be a good game against Algeria. Other team, I think South Sudan against Congo. I think that's a good game. Uganda against South Africa, man. I think that's also it's a very good game to watch. I don't know how will come up, but I think that's a good game. Not forgetting our own team, not Manchester, shit. What is it? Kenya. They play against Namibia, and also Kenya. I think they also have a game with Zimbabwe. So I don't know if Kenya will be giving Zimbabwe and the other game against Namibia. I hope we're gonna win both of them. It's good to support our team.
Yeah.
But I don't see, how we are losing games as Kenya in a way. It's not that good. But I hope we're gonna play better.
I think we have that potential as Kenya because we have very good players. Like,
Man, you're gonna have you seen what Matasia does? If Matasia decides to do what Matasia does, man, I don't see.
I think is this question that we were seeing with Onana,
Okay.
and we really want those people to be very serious when they are playing in the international level. They don't need to show; they just need to play games, But there is this. We have very good players, especially international players. Like we can see the likes of Ouma, Olunga. They are playing very well in their team, and even there is this guy called Ouma. I think is playing for Sweden. LS Esbog. I think he has been scouted by Sheffield United.
Okay.
He might maybe join the league, but Sheffield United now they're in championship. But so far they are playing very good. They can be able to come from championship to league next season. Still, is something to wait for. But in case he maybe secure that chance, I think Premier League is a very exciting place for a player, especially from a team like Kenya.
It will be after, I think, only Wanyama, yeah? Victor Wanyama, yeah?
Yeah. For them to be able to compete in that league, I think it will be a plus to add in our team Kenya,
Okay.
Because we want to be able to shine maybe international level, to be able to shine in this height. This is what we want to see our team doing in international level. So we're expecting Kenya to win those two games. I think now it's very difficult for us to be able to participate in the Afcon because I think even after winning against this team will be 7 points, and the next Zimbabwe I think is in 8 points. So it's very difficult for us to be able to compete in that, and you're expecting them to win all these games.
Belgium against Italy, I think is a good game. Israel against French, I don't see. For me, I'm a good fan of French when it comes to the international, but it's not about watching the game. Man, those guys do have swag, man. I just want to see them coming when they do come to the camp. Man, those guys, they do have nice clocks. So I think that's the only part I'm supporting France for now.
Yeah, because France is the hub for fashion. So,
yeah, Paris.
Yeah, so
man
they
like
have
Kunde,
to,
man. Kunde is always my guy. I need to see the new drip. That guy gonna pull up, So that's the only thing. So I'm not supporting them, but only because man like Kylian is not there. So no need for me. Also another game, I think Denmark against Spain. I think that's a good game. Portugal against Poland, a good game also if you watch it. Scotland against Croatia. Also, I think for me it's a good game to watch if you have time. England against Republic of Ireland. Jack Grealish and Declan Rice.
They already pull out from so they will not be available.
So the last time they were being bantered because of that. So this time I think they have walked away from that. So it's another. I think also that's another good game. And then also Italy against France. I think that's a good game. Croatia against Portugal. Also Poland against Scotland. And Spain against Switzerland. I think that's a good game also. But Hungary against Germany, it's a good game. But for me, I don't see that much. I think Germany will be Germany as always, man.
That game is very difficult. We saw Hungary playing last time, and their player like Sobasla is very good player. So Hungary, we saw during Euros, they performed really well.
Yeah.
So it's a very difficult game.
But Germany also, man, if you put the names for Germany, and how German league is going on, I think they do play better as compared to Hungary for me.
When you check the ranking, Germany performs better. But what I can say, it's not an easy game for Germany. Also, it's not a walkover.
Okay.
They can lose that game or draw.
Okay, when you come to the your GOAT, when you check the Southern American kind of a thing, where do you have Venezuela against Brazil, Paraguay against Argentina, Uruguay against Colombia, Moldova against Paraguay, Colombia against Ecuador, Argentina, Peru, Brazil against Argentina, Uruguay. I mean, which are the games you want to watch there?
Just Argentina against Peru
You don't,
because
you don't want to see your guy Richarlison. Unfortunately, got an
Richardson will
injury.
not play.
Yeah,
And
so-
I told you the reason why I don't watch Brazil game because it's too they have
so much emotion.
yeah, and politics inside it, you know.
Okay.
So I really don't want to be indulged in those kind of games. Even though right now I see Gabriel has been a regular player, I really want him to maybe shine in that team. But it's not a team that there is no Brazil now are not exciting the way we used to see Brazil.
Okay, but I think also Colombia against Ecuador. I think that's a good game also.
Yeah, that's a good game and a hard game.
Yeah.
The only thing about American games, I think they are very difficult and physical games, and they are full of emotion. So
Plus their timing.
their timing is the one that keep us away from it and watching. But in case I get time, I have to watch this Argentina game because I see my goat is starting this game, and we are waiting to see if maybe Gaunacho will make a stunt in the because I really want to see the likes of Gaunacho, these new boys.
The new kids on the on the block.
To be shining in this because if they're not shining right now, there is no time for them to shine, you know.
Okay.
Because somebody like Messi, somebody like Rutaro Martinez, these are people who are going from that team.
Okay.
They might not be able to come to the next World Cup.
Yeah, the likes of Di Maria also.
The likes of Angel Di Maria, even though he's still performing at the highest point in Benfica, but they need to be now exiting, you know.
Yeah.
So these small boys, they're supposed to be showing what they're supposed to do, and I really want to see that happening.
Okay. For me, I want to see what Nunes will do because he's on nice form now. Last time he got card because of fighting. I don't know.
No, I think he will not play in that game.
Okay, so still the card is there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They reduced the ban, but he will not play this game.
Okay, so he won't be there. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, okay, as we wind off, they have been seen. Now, the case online, it's like the England team, most of them just withdraw from the game. Talking points, somebody like Alexander Trent, Saka, Foden, Grealish, and the rest. Somebody like a Palmer also. Well, if you check that, Ken was like, for him, this was Kane as a manager for as the coach as the captain for the England team. He was like, for him, playing for the badge, his country badge is much more as compared to playing for the club level. But if you ask me, I think if you talk to, I don't know, it's a two-way thing. Because if you talk to team like England, I think they do have a bigger squad. I think the manager needs to give time and try to new guys. Yeah, that's one point of the. But also another time, like somebody like Saka, for me, I think he's not. He's like, if you watch the game in which you are, he was like he was limping. So for him, because he never played the 90 minutes, so I think for him it's okay. Trent also is okay, but other people, I don't know the reason why they never went to the for the international. But I don't expect because it's not that big game. I don't expect it to be a big like how the big stunt the guys are taking. Because I check one of the is it something right? One of the legend for the England, he was like, all those players who never come up to the team, they should be given a call. They should make a call for the fallen soldiers to the family. For me, I don't think we need to go that way. It's not
people.
Right.
They just want to make opinion about everything, you know. It's the same thing like Saka. First of all, you saw he came from injury. He played one game.
Yeah.
And the next game he limped when he's coming out.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Trent Alexander, he was removed
also because of the injury.
Because of injury.
Yeah.
Higher. Kolopama was not even expected to play Arsenal game, but he was forced to play. Somebody like Declan Rice, he had a broken toe.
Yeah.
But he played with painkillers. So for his habilitation, he has to stay at least, because this is a time whereby England has so many players and very good and big squad.
That's my point. And
okay. Why should I go play as an injured person and there is a person who can play my position very well? Okay, so there is no point of me of a player going to play while he's injured, Because why do they do that in the club level? Because they are getting paid. First of all, they have signed a contract, and the other thing, maybe one position has only one, maybe two people, and the other one maybe is not that as much as productive as you. That's why somebody like the Canadians, they have to force to play those kind of games,
Yeah.
and maybe they have a lot of injuries. This applies to a team like Chelsea. If you find somebody like Cole Palmer, I think is the essential player in that team. So for him to try and keep fit is very essential for him, because we are going to December. And December they will be playing maybe after 2 games. After 2 days, they are playing a game. After 2 days, they are playing another
Yeah,
game.
the fixtures will be so high, man.
It's a very stuck
Congested,
fixture.
yeah, congested fixtures.
And this congestion, this is the time they can maybe relax and maybe get well rehabilitated. Because even they call somebody like Pate. Pate informed the manager, right now I really need to keep fit. It's not that I don't want to play for the team. But you see, he's the only person who has been consistent in every game. He has played all the games. And how Pate is very injury prone person. So this is the time for him to rehabilitate himself, try to get maybe to take a breath, try to relax, and to be able to come fit in the next fixtures. Somebody like Odegaard just came from injury, and he stayed maybe 2 month injury. So when he came back and international break is there, he cannot go and play for Uruguay from his Norway team.
Norway.
Whereby he got an injury when he's playing to that team. So this is the position for him also to rehabilitate himself. So people may say whatever they want to say, but a player knows himself very well. This is what I want to do, and this is what I have to say. Because playing for your country, missing one game of your country doesn't mean you don't want to play for your
You're
country.
not, it's not that you're not patriotic.
And it's not even a tournament, first of
That's
all.
what I'm saying. It's not a big game.
And they are not in a bad position. So your team is full of good players. Like now, people were complaining that why they not consider James Maddison, why they're not considering somebody like Morgan Rogers. They have a time now. Jared Kwanzaa, he has time now. Ramsey was not getting a match, but now he's trying to get form. Then you call him when
he has already got a team where he's gonna play.
Yeah.
You know? So if he get injured, he's out again.
He has been wanting to play for your team maybe for one season, but not getting that because he was not playing. He was in
On the bench. Yeah.
Then now he's trying to keep his feet. Then you want to call him when he has kept a clean sheet. True.
Yeah. It's not okay. For me, I thought it was it. They don't need to give that light. This is the problem with England.
They usually
the England media. Okay, sorry to say, they do give light to what shall not be given light, and what we should be put behind curtains. That's what they want to do.
They want to make issue where there is no issue. It's like the issue with Ben White. Now Ben White does say he make himself available from March to be selected. Why? So people now are asking, when Likasi took over, you never say that you want to be selected. When Gareth Southgate called you, you say that you are not, you don't want to be selected to your team. Reason nobody knows. He came from Qatar when they were having World Cup. He never played even a single game. He moved from there and went to join their team in Dubai for the training. But they never say what was the problem between him and the team, or with the manager, or with the assistant manager. Just people making the speculation.
Okay.
It's for him. If he decided I don't want to be selected, it's for his own choice.
It's good for him, yeah.
You cannot say that no, you're supposed to play for your team. You cannot do this, blah blah blah. This is not a war. This is something that you decide whether to play or not. So he has not said that I will be in the team. He said that I am available for selection. If the manager decides to select me, I'm available.
Well and good. If he doesn't, well and good.
So
also.
it's about for Thomas Tuchel, and he will not care because he don't know what was the problem between him and maybe Southgate or the assistant manager, or what happened. For him, he just want to see, is this person the person that I want to have in the team? Yes.
Okay. Give him time and give him minutes.
Right now, most of the England fans, they are saying, no, he's not supposed to be selected. But when he go there and start performing, they'll not even remember that thing.
Yeah.
They'll say, oh, this is what we have been missing. Because so far, I think Ben White has never played for England. I think he has never played 90 minutes, maybe 2 minutes or 20 minutes. So for him going there, because first of all, Ben White himself, he said that he's not a fan of football. He's not a fan. Like you see other players, they go home, they play PlayStation, they watch games. He doesn't do that. He do football like a business.
It's only a business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you cannot even accuse, you cannot just cross him.
somebody for him. Yeah. Okay.
This is what I do. This is me. I supposed to be me.
Okay. Yeah, nice, man. So it's been nice, man, for those guys. I don't know, man. For international, if you have time, you're gonna check the games. You're gonna come and have fantasy-wise, man. You guys, you're going Southfield. That's an episode for next week. I don't know what's happening with you, so that's an episode for next week.
It's not me with so many managers. It's fantasy.
You're gonna tell us next week what happens to your team. So it's a good thing. And then I don't know. You said I'm doing the wrong thing, but as we talk now to stats, man, I'm above you. So that's another topic for next week. We have many managers who.
I didn't say you are doing bad. It's not that I was not saying.
That's a topic for another day. We'll have that chat next week. So up to now, man, I think it's been the guys commenting, guys liking, sharing the comment. Nice. Today we had planned to bring Malek Press the part, but unfortunately, here and there things happen, and then we ain't able to do it. But I hope we will have him also still. We have time, so we're gonna have him also. So and then the Chelsea guys, man, they're so happy. I think also a man like Louis, also this day he was caught up one or two things still. But the team is so big, man. Nowadays I don't fear, man. If I know anytime I'm gonna drop in, the episode will be coming, and then the fans, wow. Guys, I think it will be nice. Instead of you guys dropping comments in my inbox, drop the comment put it on the YouTube channel so everybody gonna see and then gonna comment. Because if you drop it on my inbox only, I'm the only one who gonna respond to you, you know. So let's keep the comments on the YouTube channel. Drop your comments there. It will be nice. We're gonna respond to them. And then on the DM, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you want more info on the DM now, the Triple Cup Podcast on Instagram, the Triple Cup Podcast. For those guys who are on TikTok, also it's there. And then, what do you expect to see from Team Kenya as you end off?
I expect them to win.
Okay.
That's the only thing I expect because so far so good. We see our Kenyan amputee team. They did well. They became number 4 in the World Cup.
Okay.
So we're expecting even our men's senior team, to be able to replicate what we are seeing with the ladies, especially when they went for qualifying for the World Cup. And this is what we expect because as Kenyans, we know that we are very good in sports. It's only that there is a lot of corruption going on there in the. I don't know if it's corruption or what, the selection of the team. I cannot tell properly. But we know that we have that potential.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nice, man. Till next week, man. Adios.
Thank you, man.